It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean? Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation. It's been too long, we've got to unite now. Time and space can't keep us apart right now.
Of Belize Watch. And what are we doing this evening? Well, we're taking you down south again. Well, up south if you want to say it. Some people say up north, down south, but I could say up south, down north. It doesn't matter. But we're taking you to the southern part of the country. We're going to take you to the Toledo district once again, and we're going to take you to an organic farm. And it's an organic farm which is located along the newly constructed Halakte Road. It was along the side of the old road, but then used to go up a hill, and then they cut down the hill, and now the farm is way up over the road, and so on. But the gentleman is still doing his farming. Burton Callis. We're going to visit with Burton Callis and his family this evening in the Toledo district near Mafredai. He has a sign. The sign would read, Original Organic Order, Organic Produce for Sale, Organic Agriculture. This is a man who told me that you don't say agriculture, you say AgreeCulture. First time I think he make a mistake, you know. I thought that was an error in spelling, Agreeculture. So I said, well, you know, must be an but then when he explained what he meant with agriculture, meaning that everything must agree. It's a culture where everything that goes in the ground agree with each other. So there you see this sign, Original Organic Order, Organic Produce for Sale, Organic Agriculture, and he spells it out. 35 years of hard work to find a natural way, Mother Earth way is best. And he certainly lives that Mother Earth way is best. So Burton Callis Farm, and he specializes in agriculture, like he's saying. And in this first segment we're going to play for you, he tells us what he means by organic agriculture, the organic material, his 35 years of hard work, the locations where he farmed. He also tells us how he started farming at age 20, his experience with the slash and burn method. His wife, Adelina Callis, was the Farmer of the Year in 1987. So his wife, and I will be talking to her a little later on in the show as well. You know, and the man even telling about the 4-way test and his philosophy of nature's way below the ground and so on. So let's play the first segment of our show this evening of Pradai along the newly constructed Halakte Dump Road, right? And it's a beautiful road, but we stopped by the farm of Mr. Bertram Callis Sr., and Bertram is an organic farmer. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at a board right over there, Harlan, where he's saying original organic order, right? Organic produce for sale, organic agriculture. I like how you spell agriculture. I mean, you must agree with the culture, right? That's what you're saying.
With all the cultures. Mm-hmm. Because we have is in the earth, there's only cultures and cultures and cultures. And these cultures are live. We have to feed them. And the organic material is what you feed them with. So you shouldn't be burning organic material. It's like crime against nature. Okay. But it's a long tradition, and I'm sure we could break that tradition for a better tradition, a sustainable tradition, where you make the organism consume that organic material and convert it back to plant food. So in reality, you will feed organism feed plants, and plants feed us. So you go back to feed, and it's a cycle. like my other sign, we say nature's way.
Oh.
Nature's right, like a clock.
Yeah,
It should be all working clockwise. See my arrows showing that life is clock on a clockwise direction.
moving along with nature.
Growing. I have another sign on a building where we want to pick up on your camera. It's a growing sign. It's a sign that starts small and keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Because actually in life that's the way it should be. But presently man learned to destroy the organic material, and he's making the cycles smaller and smaller and smaller, because every time he uses it, he loses it.
Now, this organic material you're referring to, break it down for me exactly what you mean when you say organic material.
Organic material is any grass, limbs, sticks, leaves, old boards, anything that could be break down by organism. And all of that is food. Once the organism break it down, then the plants use it and produce whatever type of fruit or vegetables you need. So we should not take our organism out of work. We should keep them working so they keep the plants fed, and so the plants keep feeding us. It's a sustainable method, and it's original. Why I say original, that was the first way that we had intended to work. This method we own today, which is a modern method, is scientific.
But the method of using fertilizers and so on. That's what
And
you're
machineries,
talking
fertilizers, machineries, and all these weed killers that's killing all the grass, killing all the organisms, killing our neighbors. These organisms are our neighbors. We have to feed our neighbor. And that's why the Bible says, feed the hungry. He didn't tell you who was hungry, because the list would have been too big. So he just said, feed the hungry. He should be hungry, because everything is hungry in nature. And if you kill them or kill their food, then you're gone against nature.
Now let's look at something simple as the grass that is here. You would cut the grass when it's tall, right? When it grows too high. Then you are saying that same grass is what you would take to feed the other plants with, that will produce food that you eat. Is that what you're telling me?
Exactly so. All these raking ups out the yard, all the leaves, trash, whatever, go in my garden. My garden right over the side now. And that's an organic garden where you constantly have to be putting in leaves and mulch and corn trash and corn husk and whatever stuffs you have that insects could eat. When I was a young boy, I heard that organic material get rotten. It rots or rotten, but it's not true. Some organism wants to eat it. And when they eat it, they cycle it down and make it plant food.
And that's what we call rotten.
Yeah,
right?
That's what we call rotten. I think we are being misled. And now, by experimenting with organic idea, I started to find out a whole lot of things that we weren't taught. It's not being taught today. And we need to educate the people about organic methods. So we need organic education, where we could start to show the people that once you have trash, rubbish, leaves, a lot of grass, that's food right there. Just put it in the converter. The organism is like a converter. All he will do is change it from one product to the other and makes it a natural fertilizer. This is the real yellow ginger.
This stuff here.
Yes. Then we wash it. We are washing it.
Okay.
Then we have it there. Then we put it in that bath pan. Put it on the fire. Put on water and boil it for about an hour. You will test one. When it's soft enough, take off and dry it. Dry. So you could turn it to powder. We grind it. We have our own mill to grind, and so all manual. I do that in the evening to get my exercise.
Okay. And so much your ginger you'll process like a day?
Well, I will do maybe a couple bags every time, because I have to dry it, and when that's dry, then I do another batch.
And you dry it with the sun, right?
With the sun. Solar drying.
So all nature.
All natural, all organic, even the ash from your fire, you put it back in your garden around your plants, because ash is still valuable, but we don't burn to get ash. But like how we make our fire, so we use the ash
from the fire
to help your plants. It's like a cooked food. Actually, ash is like when you cook your food to eat. When you do it with nature's way with the organism, it's like when you eat a raw tomatoes or a raw fruit or a raw anything, you're getting a live, raw thing into your system. So it's much better. That one is prepared by Mother Nature. all our fruits that get ripe. Just imagine that miracle. That fruit get ripe and got seeds inside to continue plant more trees. And man, it is such a miracle we live in. How could we be destroying a miracle?
Yeah.
I would really like to get a
Yes,
look
man.
at
Yeah,
that.
of course, man. Let's go. Yeah.
I need to do some writing concerning this drawing.
Uh-huh.
But if you notice, this drawing is clocked right. Because this is like a growing sign. To me, everything's supposed to start small. Like we start small, plant a lee couple, plant lee more, plant lee more, plant lee more, you know, and you keep getting bigger. And like the saying said, the sky is the limit.
Yeah. I
But
like that.
but right, see? And that, I believe this was the first culture we had.
AgreeCulture. Everything must agree. AgreeCulture. AgreeCulture.
Now I find out after I observe my writing, I may need to add a S. S's. Because
Okay.
it's cultures that need
Yeah.
to agree. So you see, I learn after what I do. I need to extend it. I need to add the S's. I'm not doing right. I'm doing it like it's only one, right? So you see, you learn from your mistake.
Agriculture, but I like what you're saying
That's
here.
the organic
You
way.
start off small.
And you grow.
Start off with the first one,
Man.
and then you start to go, and eventually you're hitting
Hit the
the
limit.
sky. The
Yes.
sky becomes the limit, and that's the way things
And-
would start. No, good things usually start like that.
Right, sir. But the other thing is too, we don't want to put bad things in the sky. This method don't put bad things in the sky. We don't evaporate pollution. We just doing it natural. So I believe this is really nature's way. We searching for the best way. We're not searching for the cheapest or easiest or quickest way. We were searching for the best way. And I eventually figure that now it's this. It's agriculture, what Belizeans need to practice. We need agree politics now in Belize.
I agree, Japan.
Agree politics.
I agree, Japan. I want to know. Now you're the top. We need to unite this country. We need that. Now you see, you touch my part now. We need to work together in unity.
I want to draw
To build a
an
country.
organic. I want to draw an organic political clock here.
Hold on to the
Where
outlook.
the Lehan where you see the run fast around, he that then third party and then independence. He have to go clock. The minute hand is like the opposition now. He's right there helping to make up the hour. The ruling party is the hour hand. He call the shots. He complete the hour when it's on the hour. But you see, all of them going clock. I believe organic agriculture is supposed to be this is a politics too, to be truthful. This is nature's politics. All organisms have a vote. All plants have a vote. And I also have a vote. Everybody equal. There's lone bosses on this earth. You the boss, your lady the boss, your son the boss, your daughter the boss, everything the boss. So all bosses must be cooperating. The working clock. If the third party try to do good, he might reach second stage. If he try to do good. If the minute hand try to do good, he might convert to the hour hand later on. And as well as the hour hand could change position if he not act the right way. But they all have to go in clock. We could all build
Must all
Belize.
move in the same
They
direction,
must
which
all
is
go
building
the
Belize.
same way. Because remember, the opposition now could be the ruling party later, and the other one have to humble himself and follow, and let's do it right. Let's come together, talk about issues, and let's pull together like the Weewies. We have the Weewies on the farm. They work together. They have one lad and say, we'll make a road here, and they make a road. They say we will eat down all the leaves off of this tree, and they take it down. Belizeans we need to learn from the insects. We need to learn from everything. They are all teachers. They are all cultures.
And they work together.
They are cultures, and they know to work together. So divide and conquer could be broken if you find the organic way.
So
of
this
doing
big
things.
tree, this is the velvet apple.
Yeah, that's
Right,
one.
okay.
They start to drop already, right? We have one on the table. Oh. Just think.
There's one. This is a.
Perfect velvet apple ready to eat.
No, this you just
Peel it.
peel it and eat it.
Peel it and eat.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's Now you have about the jackfruit. That's the jackfruit tree.
That's jackfruit is
And it has all the
delicious.
fruit right now.
Uh-huh.
So we have about 8 acres here alone, mixed farming. See the fruits way over the side. And then they get big.
Jackfruit, yeah.
I had a tree
Look like
right
a
there
big
where
red
this
fruit.
roadway make. I had a tree. And the balloons I had was to shove it to pass my road. And we had a fruit that was 38 pounds big. You know I had was the weight?
38 pounds?
38
One
pounds, one jackfruit. Hey, look on the ground.
There's one on the ground.
A ripe one on the ground.
It's a huge one.
No, this is small.
The small?
38 pounds. This is only about 7 pounds.
This is a 7 pounds. So
About. We will wait to make sure. This
and
is only about 7 pounds. Maybe. I don't think it's right. Maybe the stem gets
the
affected
stem must
and it
get
drop off. But according, they use it even in the green stage, you know. I ate some French fries once, and you would have believed it's potato fries, and it's the same fruit, but it has to be green. Not when it ripe.
Okay.
I'm surprised. I believe the hanging get affected and it drop. It's not ripe because if it ripe, it would have been sour.
Or some bird wants to peck at it because you know how to do the thing, no?
Well, we have animals too that go up. You want to circle around and
I'm following you.
Okay. I'll leave this out here for later on. This is the Aki tree. This is one
Aki. Yeah, sigh. People love Aki.
Soursop tree.
Soursop, yeah.
Soursop is a fruit where would I need some research. All these young people, when they have nothing to do, we should go into some soursop research. You may know they claim this is a cancer medicine. The leaves and the fruit.
Which one burned though?
An insect goes in this and the tree reject it.
Okay, so the insect is what causes it.
The insect is what causes it. But here one of my theory. See how much? Look how much. Soursop I could have been having, and this stuff is $2 a pound when it get big. But before it start to blow up, the balloon get affected and it just.
So how would you get rid of those particular insects now?
That's where the research is needed, and I believe the research is in the food. I believe the earth is getting poor, and if this is such a good medicine, this is supposed to need a very fertile soil to produce the medicines. Because remember, if a fruit have a medicine, it's because it get it out the ground. So I believe our soil is becoming organically poor. Account of slash and burn have been dominating our system for thousands of years.
Yeah.
We are down to clay. And this is where my mom buried. We'll be making our own family graveyard.
Okay.
Because she was a very good piece of organic. My mom never went to school, but my mom had practical education where she produced the things to raise her children and to sell and to keep having and having and having.
Yeah.
So that I tell myself, like I have two education. I have from my mom that never come from school. Then I went to school to learn. I leave it there too. At the age of 12, I came out, so I know how much I ate, but I do have a little. But we have that
philosophically your song.
We have that local one, that traditional one where you grow the things what you need. Don't depend. She never knew about pen, so she never learned to depend. She may learn to do the work. If she want chicken, she raise chickens, she raise turkeys, pigs, grow all the crops. So you see, that's the practicality where we need today in our education.
What is that?
This is where we grind the cane. Somebody turn there and you turn opposite, but right now
okay, so we have to go in opposite direction.
Right.
So I'd have to like the push and then you.
Yeah, but mine.
Okay.
See the sun make this thing drift on his spot. You see, we wedge them when we use them, right?
Okay.
But well, I never use it.
So you use it
one
long
go
time.
in opposite direction, and that's how the cane goes. It's like a guide where you put it through,
Okay.
and then the cane get the juice. You put a pot underneath, and the juice come down. Get some leaves put in to funnel the juice in, but it's not been using. I need 4 people to do it. One to turn here, one to turn there, one to feed the cane, and the other one to catch the trash back here. So I want to come up with a system where we could do a smaller setup where I could take out the juice when I want.
Hungry pigs. All right. And you grow the corn where they feed them too, right?
And some fritters where they share and eat snack.
Okay.
All you can husk into the garden, all waste with this pig. If you look inside, you can see all that grind up stuff. That can become compost. We can pile it up, cover it down, so the organism convert it to some nice, good, live fertilizer. Because the fertilizer getting to their dead stuff. So they will make you dead quicker too. Yeah, you are what you eat, you know.
Yeah, what you eat indeed.
If you eat live stuff, you keep live longer to do live things. They get a mixed things. They eat mainly what we eat. I never feed them today, so it's nice now I feed them while I don't know they are.
Yeah.
Each one get only calaloto, old calalo trees. Yes. They get a mixed diet. Then I'm getting cane. Have to get cane.
So cane.
And yeah, cane. And anything we got later on, star apple, any fruits. Ali corn. So we not kill with pigs quick. We keep them to make we enough fertilizer so they could grind up a lot of stuff for a long time.
So
And get them a leaf grass, so each one get a leaf tip of everything. This is elephant grass.
okay, elephant grass.
Elephant grass. I used to comment to some people one time, I say, elephant grass make my pigs start to grow like elephant. They start to get big. So, low natural food. And then this will become compost and back into the garden. So nothing for waste.
It's a great experience really, watching all this.
And this is a very soft cane. I never have my machete, but you can just...
Okay.
It's so crisp. And they when land, they chew it up. But I usually chop it. But this variety is soft, so they handle it. They got strong teeth. Not like me. Yes. And this is our source of the fertilizer. Like I tell you, every week I clear out all the waste and see those leaves. I take it out in the wheelbarrow. All those scrapings all around the building, everything.
This is super?
Yeah, these are super.
You know, long and super. That's over your head, no?
Lately, somebody try to get the roots from we.
They
say the roots good for kidney sickness.
Yeah.
So we carry some roots to them.
Super, man.
Yes, we
all over the place. The super tree right there.
That one slippery stuff, you know, that one slippery stuff.
I know, I used to like it super when I was younger.
This now is like an organic pool where everything, cacao shells, we lately harvest on cacao, all these rakings, you put there the organism, as soon as it rain, this one like flatten down and the organism grind it up.
And then you take this and put around the whatever plant you want to put around, right?
When it finish, when it become real black and ready, you see on those cocoon leaves, it's where I have the pig waste covered down, so the organism could work without chickens worry them too much.
Okay.
And within 3 to 4 months, you have the blackest, nicest organic fertilizer with seeds in there to put in your garden.
Wow.
So this is where I lately extract some of the compost. Make I show you a little light.
Hi guys.
This is like one of we holding bin right here. So I lately take this stuff up, but
this is how that stuff that you have there would end up looking.
This is it. This are the rich stuff where could grow plants. Black organic material. These are these scrapings I left. But I had this nicely covered, and you could see the organism. I covered them with these leaves.
And see
when they eat up all the leaves, that means it's ready. It's ready stuff.
And this is what you'll be shoveling out.
Yes, by buckets. I have it. We're going by the garden now because that's a very important part. The garden is the short-term production. Then you need the medium-term production, which is the fruits. And then you need the long-term production, which is the timber trees. So this is short, medium, and long term, all working together with the organism, of course, and we, and so. Yes.
This is a rich dirt indeed. People pay a lot of money for this.
This are all the leaf scrapings where they live. I don't like move all because I put here again. And I like one of these starter there. All these trees over our head are low edibles trees. This bear oranges, cherries, mami, allspice.
So you got
all different.
You got plantain and banana and.
You extend more. This is about 8 acres of pure different fruit trees. This is another holding place where we had the compost. So we usually do about 3 places. I lately harvest this one too. Still you could see some more scrapings left. And this is live fertilizer. This have lone living organism work. This is not man-made. This is nature's way. And man, I know everybody have rubbish. Everybody have waste. You only have to know how to use your waste.
And which waste to use?
Which
right?
one? No use the plastics and
Can I use plastic?
no bottles and all these
Yeah,
contaminated.
it has to be natural as well.
Natural stuff where insects want to eat.
Uh-huh.
So everything is eaten by something. It's not that it's rotten. That's just one of the other lies we were told. Mm-hmm. Everything is consumed by some bacteria or some insect or some organism. Mm-hmm. Right?
That is so. Even our bodies will be consumed one day by something. Yeah. You know.
This is the famous Jiffy Jappa.
Mm-hmm.
Jiffy Jappa.
They want to use for touch? Or for
no,
baskets? Sorry.
You see all them pretty leaf
baskets and so,
and everything. It's this leaf, they make it out.
Yeah.
You see this leaf is unopened.
Yeah, this is what they use for baskets indeed, yeah. And all the pretty baskets, man. I like a Jiffy Jappa basket.
Right now it has the seeds on. You can see the seeds. Those are the...
And those are edible?
No, but you
Those are edible.
have an edible piece though.
Mm-hmm.
But this right now is into seed farm, so you don't have the edible one. You have a one where you pull out. Just like this. It's a young leaf, but this one don't pass the prime. I see one where good. You see, if you're lost in the bush, you have to know how to survive. Yeah, if you get lost in the bush, you have to know how to survive. You see, this is the edible leaf right here.
Okay, this.
And this is ready to eat. It's like a crisp vegetable. Another one right here. And you could, it's not stingy, you could easily burst it in half.
So you just eat this?
Yeah, you eat about 4 inches off the end. This whole, yeah.
This piece here?
Just eat.
I think I'm sorry, you know. Yeah, I think I'm sorry.
This is like a vegetable. You could just get it in your salad.
Yeah.
Why you don't want to split palm?
Like any lettuce or anything.
This is the other one. Yeah, man, this is very good thing. The whole piece is soft, good for eat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
No
I
bad.
never get cameraman.
Cameraman, he don't eat already. Cameraman don't got full mouth full.
Oh, yes, man, this is a very important plant. You could shelter with it. If a rain catch you, you cut a couple leaves, you put them together, and you come home safely without getting wet. So this is one thing that nature has ready to eat. Mm-hmm. And it has so much use. You could tie with it. You see this long thing? You just split it in half, take out the hard part, and you have a long, good string right there. Wow. I always walk around with my machete. I don't see how I let it go on. You just cut it and split it in half, take out, you have a string, you tie your bundles, whatever, firewood or greens or vegetables, whatever. Mm-hmm. You see these leaves? You strip them, you tie your bundle of callaloo or your bundle of whatever.
So it's not good for all kind of thing, man.
It's good to eat, it's good to tie with, it's good to shelter, you name it. And plus all the old leaves, it's organic again, just break down and keep feeding itself. Plus the birds will come eat this. When this get mature, the seed, you get red. This can get red and start to burst up, and the birds will come and eat this and go past this, drop the droppings and grow more all about. So the birds help us, the bat help us, everything help us. You may know now my farm keep getting bigger, and I know me keep planting. It's the birds and the animals and so. You keep dropping the seeds more ahead, and you have a young trees, and you have more. So you only have to start something. It's just like erosion. If you start erosion will continue. No. So you don't start it. That's one you don't want to start. But if you start a plant or whatever, it will keep continuing. Once you keep working on it, it will expand. The birds, the bat will drop it farther, and you have more and more and more. It's a growing way. You should be having more, not less.
That circle should be expanding like what you showed us. Right? It should always be expanding.
We need to go back to making strings. The people used to make their own string and their own rope and whatnot. But now we loan plastic. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. We have a fence there.
They got a fence.
I used to have sheep, man, and then sheep.
Yeah, we'll keep laying up for their own quarters, no?
They come out of their quarters now. They're supposed to be under, but they come out and they destroy a lot of things we have, so we just slow down with them. But then dogs that we have, try kill some of them, and we sell a couple. Only 2 left. We can't have them.
Yeah.
They kill out the Jiffy Jappa. They kill other plants.
Sheep?
Oh yes.
Wow.
They are very worse when you have 15 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot. They eat anything, no?
That's why they survive. They keep eating anything.
This prickly plant,
That's the super. That's the
young super tree?
Yeah, you got prickles.
Yeah, you got a serious prickle on it.
Prickles.
You have any jaguars are encroaching?
Them boy shoot one couple years ago. We come eat the sheep.
Uh-huh.
And he coming back the other night to get another one, and that's when they shot it.
Okay.
After that, they could still come. This is pure bush way back.
So no matter now. And then pig look nice and healthy, man.
Well, we don't make them too fat, you know. In this method, you want them kind of lean too, because don't make them too fat.
Because fat, then alone
People
fat.
don't want the fat. They don't want the fat.
Yeah.
They want meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so this is your
Organic guard them. It used to be garden. It's guard them now.
guard them.
Guarding the organism, guarding the organic material.
Mm-hmm. And see all the organic fertilizer. that you're
Trash. You
using,
see
right?
when you get your green corn, not only you want to enjoy it, they want the husk. They want the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Feed them. In a couple months you come back, you know, see? He don't send it back into the soil. He eat it, and so we need to feed them so they could feed the plants.
Uh-huh.
And the plants keep feeding us.
Yeah. So
These are chives.
chives.
Chives. That's good to eat.
Mhm.
Put in your salad. Chives.
Mm-hmm.
This is the oregano for your
Oregano.
cooking now. Cooking. When you mash the leaf, you get the scent.
Oh yeah, you get the scent of it. Oregano.
Spanish have to have it with them, some of them food.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Onion soup. Caldo.
So this is a mixed
But it's in a
garden.
caldo too, no?
Yeah. This is kitchen garden, but we do have some for sale too outside. This is the kalalu.
Uh-huh.
They
Good.
need water now. I know they give them enough water. This is the chaya right here.
Chaya. Big.
And if you notice, we do a mix-up thing. Cocoa.
Cocoa.
All on the edge, it's yams I have covering up. You see, let me show you all these dead vines right here.
Uh-huh.
These were live a couple months ago. See the yams here in the ground? I have to start to harvest yams now.
Yeah.
And get them out so we could sell some and leave the seed there so they grow again.
Good jam in there, though.
We got much bigger. This all along the fence. I use it like a barrier around my garden.
Okay. And then you're going to let your
Cabbage.
cabbage, huh?
We have more down. This is cassava. See the yams here sticking out? They're just ready now for me to come and get them. See them all? They're ready to come out. So I just have to keep. I just have to keep up. See, a leaf piece broke off.
Yeah, piece for
That's
calf.
a soup yam.
Okay.
Put that in your soup, leave it before it come off, make it not get too.
Yum pea.
That's the same bit. Kind of peas, you know. I had
Yeah,
some
I
visitors
love them.
lately, and they said this kind of bee says a peas.
Okay.
So we call it CMB, but this is one of a very. Oh, that one, that's the what they call cow foot tree. You smell the leaf, you know it's like a medicinal leaf. You know, no, another one. That's the beans. That one. They call that cow foot. Yeah, that's a tradition where the Mayas use when they eat the hooters. Then give this the leaf. Then pick up the hooter like today, and then give it the leaves.
Okay.
And then the hooter would eat that leaf and pass out the sun. And the other day when they eat the hooters, you have this leaf inside already.
Okay.
It's an old Maya tradition.
Maya tradition. Then you got some nice big mammy tree there, man.
Oh yes, I got more in the other.
You got more on that. Okay.
You see this right now? To grow a good kalalu, you take off the flower. It's like you want you want this to develop. You know why you get longer here. You know they do it for seed right now. You do it so you want this branch get more. You take the flower. This one you're in your garden now. You pass around the flower. Taking off the seeds. That's sinsemia. You know what I did with seeds, right?
Yeah.
So this one, you have to be taking off the seeds. So the mulch, you see these leaves, you rake it off your driveway, out your yard, you put it, you shelter your plant's foot, then foot one shelter. I found out that the earth is opposite a we. When in a hot days, we want to have less clothes. But in hot days, the earth wants to be covered more with mulch.
Okay.
Mulch, yeah. Otherwise, you get dry out.
Keep it humidity.
Right, you keep in the... and again, mulch prevents erosion. With mulching, you don't have erosion. Because you see how erosion happen? Let's say the soil now has no mulch. Okay, when a drop of rain drops here, it melt this stuff and it wash it away down the hill and it gone in the drain, it gone in the creek and it gone in the river till it reach in the ocean. So once you have this covering, mulch, when the rain drop here, it breaks up and it just go down into the soil peacefully.
Okay.
So the mulch is a must. If you hear somebody say slash and burn wrong, correct them. It's only burning that wrong. Slashing isn't wrong. You have to. This is slash and no burn. This method is slash and no burn compared to slash and burn.
Yeah.
So it's only burning where wrong. Slashing isn't wrong. That's natural. You have to clear, bring it down. And we have the proof. We have big trees, we have medium trees, we have small trees.
Definitely.
We are continually doing it because we want to pass it on. We want other people to try to copy it. We not discourage copying. In the schools, they discourage copying. We encourage copying.
Yep.
Do what I do. Do it like this. Do it.
That's the
you
way
know?
to do it.
Copy
yeah.
me. So I've been working in Mufford High School. I have a farm there and a garden, but 2 years now I stop off. Financially, I need to keep on my own more, and I couldn't be going to deal with the children anymore. But I'm so sad we can't teach with children, man.
The teachers in schools, indeed.
We need it so we could come up, bring up a new race of people who learn not to depend. We have to equip with teachers. We need to bring teachers, so I train them so they can go out there and train the students. You may know our teachers are only training. They have a training to teach you to handle pen. We will teach you now to handle other things here so you could make a living earlier. You could grow things earlier and make money earlier, but in this present system, you have to be very educated before you could get a job. And in this method, you could produce your food and make your work, keep employed, control poverty, get out of crime. You don't have time for those things. And I prove we could do it.
So, Carlos, I want to thank you so much for talking with me and for teaching me so much today in such a short period of time, about organic farming. And I want to congratulate you, and I hope that what you're saying is heard, because you're not only a gentleman who knows about organic farming, but you know a lot about life itself and how we can live in harmony with life, and indeed live in harmony and peace and love with each other as Belizeans. I always say there's only one Belize, right? And only one set of people live in Belize, and those people are Belizeans, right? Whether they're Banya or not, as long as they're Belizean, no matter where you come from, as long as Belize beats in your heart, then you are a Belizean. Let's love this country, let's treasure it, and let's seek to unite it, because the country needs to be united. Guys, and to you we say, Belize and beyond, thanks for choosing love. See you. Good night.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what?